People have been asking for a setup tour for a while, and I figured if I'm gonna do a setup tour, why not just do a full-blown office tour? Come on in. I'm not exactly sure the dimensions of this room, but it's like that wide and like that long. It's not huge, but I swear it gets the job done. Definitely not the first time I've said that. I don't really know where to start here. I feel like we should end with the PC, the actual gaming setup itself, and start with a tour of the office and the knickknacks. I like a good knick-knack. Let us begin with the background, something you've seen many times by now. Starting with my lovely Jurassic Park poster, one of my two favorite movies. Jurassic Park, the first Die Hard. I almost just bought the first Die Hard movie poster recently. I might switch them out at some point, I'm not sure. Over here to our left, we have a plant. It is alive, somehow. Over here, we got a PlayStation 1. Unfortunately, it's not my PlayStation 1 from when I was a child. I don't know where that has gone. I'm pretty sure someone broke into my parents' basement and just stole that because no one knows what happened to it. Inside of this glorious, glorious piece of technology, we have the first game I ever owned, Rayman. If you ever played Rayman, put that in the comments. I want to know what you remember from it. I remember it being extremely difficult, but I wasn't sure if it was just because I was a kid, didn't know what I was doing. So a couple years ago, I decided to do a playthrough of it. Yeah, still can't beat it to this day. I've been working on that game for, what is that, like 28 years now? But yeah, one day we'll get it beaten. On each side of the poster, we have two gaming related things. First, a Minecraft sword, and over here, a Fortnite AR. Both of these were found at the same thrift shop. They're popping off over there, I'm telling you. Over here, we've got Batman. The reason for Batman is, well, you don't need a reason for Batman. Batman's awesome. You see Batman, you get Batman. I've given this poor man a concussion by now. Why am I shaking him so much? And hanging out with Batman is Luigi. I made just a slight small modification to Luigi. I've given him a handgun. You see, sometimes people are named Luigi and they're characters that try to make the world a better place. And I think it's cool how multiple people can be named Luigi and do things with their lives. I don't know if I could say anything other than that without getting in trouble. We got a good old disco grenade that was sent to me in my P.O. box, which I love. Fire in the hole. I got a whole collection of old cameras. There's nothing specific about this one that means anything. It's just cool and I like them, and I used to be a professional photographer, so I really enjoy seeing old photography equipment. Right here, this is called a book. I have not read this book. I wanted to read this book, but it turns out there's words inside. It's not, I don't know if you guys know, it's not like a documentary. The information is not thrown at you. You have to do work for it. So for now, it's just decoration. This is an old Avon bottle, apparently, that CG gave me. She just had nowhere to put it, and she was like, you want this for your background? And I was like, sure, why not? Now, these two were very important to me. This is a doorknob from my great aunt's house. We called her Zizzy. And this is a repair tool for shoes, because my great grandfather, Patsy, who I never met, he had a shoe repair shop, and that survived the test of time, and now I have it. Did I miss my calling? Am I supposed to be all up on people's footsies? Time to reevaluate. Now, the cabinet itself is also a thrift store find. It used to have legs on it. I took them off to drop down the height a little bit. CG and I saw this for $15 at our Habitat for Humanity restore, and we were like, perfect. It's a little banged up, but it seems pretty cool. I had my Honda Civic that day. Luckily, it's a hatchback. What we didn't realize at that time is that this thing weighs 300 freaking pounds. I started going to the gym just so that when we move out of here eventually, I can actually take this with me, because otherwise it will stay here and deteriorate over the next 100 years. The crazy thing is that we looked it up after, and one of these in good condition is worth like $700-800. Apparently these things are fancy if they're not jacked up and you don't remove the legs and spill stuff on it like I do. But The left side's kind of a jumbled mess right now, but the right side has these 3 drawers. Top drawer is stuff that I need most frequently and randomly. This is my quick grab drawer. Second drawer is audio equipment, which I have a pretty good amount of. Third drawer is computer stuff and cables, some of which I need, some of which I hold on to for no apparent reason. Also, I like these weird dangly handle things. They're fun to play with. See, wasn't that fun? Now there are 3 lights for the background. I got this smart bulb in here that I've set to blue. I've got this tall lamp here that I've set to red. And then the center is this old-timey looking LED bulb, but it was too bright in the background when I was recording videos or going live. It was blowing the whole thing. It was just white. So I found this spray paint that's to frost windows. So I thought, like, what if I just buy this can of spray paint and use the entire thing, which is made for multiple windows, on one tiny light bulb to dim it a little bit, and it worked pretty well. I do have a double door closet. I don't really use it for much. Honestly, this has a good amount of space. I don't have a lot of things. I don't like owning things, unless it's things I need for work, and then like 1 or 2 fun things. Beyond that, that's just more things you gotta keep track of, more things you gotta clean. It's just not worth it. It's also bad for the environment. I got millions of reasons, people. Over both of these doors behind me, you can see some sound dampening foam. I just wedged it up there because, well, it fit. And then over here on top of this, I just stuck more up there as well. That seemed like a good idea. I don't know if it actually does anything. The only other lighting in here, other than the light I have that illuminates me, is this light behind me, a Godox SL60W. This thing's kind of a beast. I think I only have it set at 25% power right now. Wait, do I? 30%, I'm sorry, it's 30%. I hate to give you guys false info, but I'll show you. So like this is what it looks like at 30. And then I just spin the little knob here. And this is what it looks like at 100. Oh, I just got cataracts. In the corner of my office, I have this cabinet with all sorts of goodies. Let's start at the bottom and work our way to the top, because I don't want to show you that thing yet. And there's gonna need to be some explanation when I do. We've got weights that I rarely use, because I prefer to go to the gym. We've got this, in case I ever feel like impersonating an officer. We've got these. I gnaw on these when I'm stressed out. That all is just kind of a mess. We'll just leave that. Here we have the first script for the Ape Squad. If you don't know what that is, you can check out my website if you're curious, but yeah, this means a lot to me. I put a lot of really hard work into this, so I just like holding on to it. Underneath that, we have my favorite childhood movie. This is the original one that my parents had when I was a kid, good old 101 Dalmatians. And then I've got 4 very old National Geographic magazines I found at a thrift store when I was a kid years ago. 1939, 1926 for that one. It's insane. Underneath that, we have something else with legs on the cover. I like old magazines. This is 1965. That one I can't really show in this video. How do I describe it? It was made for like male degenerates like myself in the 60s. It's actually got almost nothing inappropriate in it, which is wild. All right, we got my VR headset. I still haven't released the VR video yet. I gotta get working on that. This thing's fun. We got an old camera. This one was actually my grandma's when she was a kid, so this one means a lot. And then we've got my dad's old camera. Up one shelf, we've got a few more things. This is pottery I made as a kid with some flowers that CG found that I thought were pretty cool. People ask about a dream car a lot, and honestly, I don't really have a dream car other than getting like an older cool car. So I saw this again in a thrift shop, this old Mustang, so I got it for inspiration, I guess. I don't really need inspiration. I just really want to do what I do. If I can get that one day, cool. If not, I got the Matchbox. Oh, that's good enough for me. Good old disco grenade. Up here, we've got more Ape Squad stuff. And over here, I've got this little plaque that I made for an uninvited guest. That is something I don't think I've ever once talked to you guys about. When I was about 24, I think, I made a short film called An Uninvited Guest. That is another thing I'm very proud of. I've not watched it in years because I assume it's terrible and is gonna embarrass me, but I put an absurd amount of work into that. I love filmmaking stuff. I would love to get back into that as soon as possible too. I got too many, do I have too many passions? There's a lot of things I wanna do. Why are days so short? Why must I sleep? Drugs? Are drugs the answer? Up here, we got something else I got in the P.O. box. I love this little guy. More Ape Squad stuff. We got a globe. This is called Planet Earth, which I would like to travel one day. I got an old-timey phone over here. This is from the town I grew up in, actually. So you can still see, like, the old numbers on it, which is very cool. 9, 1, 1. Ring, 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 ring. 911, it's your emergency. Oh, nothing anymore, because that took me 45 seconds and I'm dead now. Goodbye. This was one of Zizzy's clothespins, and these checkers belong to my grandma. I'm a very sentimental person, especially when it comes to things from my childhood. I just have a lot of good memories, so I hold on to these things. Speaking of which, the recliner in the corner that is now basically raised giant dog bed is my grandfather's. So the checkers are from Graham, that's from Papa. And then the last thing is my employee of the month. I gave this to myself because of my hard work. You may notice that the picture, and the words below the picture, it kinda almost looks like a mugshot that the police might have taken when someone got arrested. It's a good story. I'll share it one day soon. You'll be on my side, don't worry, it's nothing sketchy. It's sketchy on their part. I'm still mad about it. Like I said, the lovely, lovely recliner that I assume is right out of the 80s? I don't know, 80s, 90s? You guys tell me. I have so many memories of asking Papa if he'd watch a movie with me when I was a kid, and he'd say yes. And then I'd get the VHS set up, and we'd start playing it, and I'd look over at this chair, 10 seconds into the movie, and he was just... So that was always fun. And finally, on to my gaming setup. Let me first show you the random stuff on the desk. This was my toy when I was a child, again with the sentimental. This was also my toy as a child. I think my friend Kyle gave this to me when I was little. Got a partial family photo over here. My brother wasn't around, but that's me, CG, my mom and dad. Pikachu, which CG gave me. This awesome freaking car that I found at this little gift shop. I can't remember what country this was made in, but it's like old cans. And it's freaking awesome. I got a basket with some things that I need from time to time, notebook, pen. I try to take a lot of notes, and I do this thing where I just never ever look at them again, so I'm not entirely sure what the point of that is. You all know Peely already. This is for my audio right here. I got a phone charger right there, and then a Google Home right there. Every light in this office, except for the red one, is part of the smart home. So, hey Google, turn off the office. Thanks, Googs. Don't murder me when you guys take over, okay? Love you. Finally, what you've all been waiting for, the setup itself. I got my computer right over here. I built this computer myself in 2020. It was my first time ever building a PC. It was stressful. I don't know if I'd do it again, but I enjoyed myself at the time. I am so sorry to interrupt myself. I just want to let you guys know that this is going to be the final vlog style video on this channel. Whether it's something like this, a traditional vlog, a cooking video, something with travel, games, I don't know, anything that's not a traditional gaming video that I do will be on my second channel that I started, which was hopefully linked right here if I figured it out. It is also in the description of this video, so I would greatly appreciate if you subscribe over there so you don't miss cool stuff like this. Thanks, guys. If I remember right, this case is called the Corsair 4000D Airflow, something like that. Inside here, I've got a 4060 graphics card, a Ryzen 9 5900 for the CPU. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 fans. We got 32 gigs of RAM. I got 2 hard drives in here. The main one that the system and a lot of applications are on is 500 gigs. The second one is a terabyte. Those are both M.2 SSD drives. X570 for the motherboard and 32 gigs of RAM. That's all the things I remember. You wanna know what kind of RAM? You wanna know more about the motherboard? I can't tell you. I don't remember. I'm impressed I remember any of this, to be honest. I do also have an additional 500 gig hard drive right here, and if you remember in that drawer over there, I had traditional hard drives for days for when I run out of space. Now this right here, if you don't know, this is called cable management. That's what this little wrapping is. There's more right there. I swear I did the best I could. So we just leave this right there and we try not to look at it too much. Now, every time I record a video or do a live stream, this is what I'm looking at right here. We got tons of foam in the back to try to dampen the sound and the echo in here. I've got my light right here, just freaking, oh, it's just all over my face. For my camera, I have a Canon 80D. It's got a 10 to 18 lens on it, always at 18. The times that you see me zoom out, that's when I'm going to 10. My microphone's an Audio-Technica AT2020. I used to use the AT2005 USB, which was really nice, but you couldn't move away from the mic at all. It just wouldn't pick up your voice anymore. This reaches out farther, and it's got more deep sounds, I feel like, so I like it. I like it a lot. I have it coming up and over instead of like down here and up so I don't bump it or anything. Now I've got a 2-monitor setup. This is an older monitor I've had forever. This is an Asus regular 1080p 24-inch. And over here I have a gigabyte monitor. This is 144 hertz. It's 27 inches. It's a 1440 monitor and it's on the budget range of things, but I think it works great. When I bought it, it had 2 dead pixels in it from the start. But it was like 200, 250 bucks compared to these other monitors that were like 600 plus. So I was like, you know what? I can live with 2 dead pixels that I don't even notice anymore. Honestly, after the first day, couldn't even find them. I do have a standing desk, but I don't like to stand. So I'm not entirely sure why I bought this thing, but maybe one day I'll be healthier and alternate sitting to standing. My mouse I've had for years. This is a SteelSeries Rival 3. I think it's pretty good. It's getting a bit worn out over the years. And then the keyboard, which is relatively new, is, what the hell is this thing? It's a Corsair. Yeah, it's a Corsair keyboard. I don't know. It's mechanical. It works pretty good. I think that's everything. Is that everything? Oh, well, I can't show you the office without showing you the canine that usually terrorizes it. Stand by. Release the hounds! Go in the office. No, wrong door. That way. There you go. You're in shot. Hello, Raymond. This is Ray, if you don't know yet. He's a lunatic. I put your things over there because I cleaned up for the first time in 4 months. What's out there? Just trees, I think. And there you have it, a good old office tour. Ray, do you have anything to say to the people? I hope you enjoyed those comments from Raymond.